Welcome back to Eswatini TV. You're still watching Nedbank Business Watch, and today we're diving into a topic that is not only timely, but is very, very crucial for our future: solar energy. Now, as the demand for sustainable energy solution continues, it continues to rise, by the way, and Nedbank is still at the forefront, offering innovative solar financing options that cater to the diverse needs of individuals, of businesses, and as well as of communities. I beg your pardon. They have tailored loans that are competitive, and they have interest rates and comprehensive insurance. Nedbank is making it easier than ever to embrace solar power and enjoy the benefits of reduced energy costs and a smaller carbon footprint. Joining us today is Zama Dlamini, Head of Branch Networks and Personal Banking at Nedbank. Not a stranger to the screen by now, I'm sure. She's going to discuss how their solar financing solutions are driving sustainability in Eswatini. Zama, a very, very good afternoon to you. Welcome to the program again for the I've lost count. I want to say for the fourth time, but I remember we also had you for the trade fair a year ago, I believe.
Last year, yes.
Which is funny enough because right now the trade fair is currently over. But anyway, that's not the conversation. Let's talk about solar financing. I'm interested in this myself because I love what, we are doing in terms of reducing our carbon footprint and making sure that we go green. You have introduced, and that is Nedbank, not Zama. Nedbank has introduced a range of tailored loans specifically for solar energy projects. Can you walk us through this? How do these offerings, enhance, or rather, can you explain how they cater to the unique needs of individuals, of businesses, as well as communities?
Afternoon, Guni. Thank you once again for having us. So yes, we have introduced some tailored solar financing options for our clients. What this means is that we have actually delved into our suite of asset-based or credit offerings across the bank. What we do is we look at the customer's specific needs, and we've integrated them into the products that we offer. That is against our urban home loan, so that will be title deed land, rural home loan financing. That is against emakaya in terms of a structure that you have there or your home, as well as asset-based financing and personal loans. So what we mean by integrated in this sense is that essentially the customer will be financed by Nedbank. They would have their needs assessed in terms of their solar requirements.
Right.
My solar requirements ayashiana, and our needs vary. As you mentioned in your question, to say how does it offer the specific unique needs to the customer. My needs may vary from yours, so the spectrum of the offering is quite broad.
Okay.
We are going into the period where it's rainy, it's summer, we have blackouts, we have power outs. Needs vary in terms of what the customer would require. From an individual's perspective, it may be that you would want water preserved in terms of heat. That would be solar paneling, as well as geyser heatages. Corporate or an SME might also want continuation of power. That would be a different kind of offering in terms of battery life, plugs availability, and sustained or continued access to power. So the intention of offering this through our product suite is to actually ensure that we cater for the flexibility within a customer's requirements. To say, as an example, if you include it in your urban home loan, the tenure or the period in which you would repay is obviously extended in that regard. And if you include it in what we call asset-based finance, or more like vehicle asset finance in the structure of it, is that the term would then be reduced in alignment to that. Maybe it's 5 years or 6 years or 7 years repayment in that regard. And what we would then do is that we would make sure that it's actually insured comprehensively, the gadgets.
So I would ask you how you stand out in the market, because the market looks to be a competitive market right now. But I think you've done a pretty good job of selling that even to me, just as Sifiso. The fact that you assess everything, the fact that, the repayment term becomes as conducive as you've already pronounced. But I also wonder then how does interest rates speak to it? Because I would want to assume there's also an interest rate benefit to it.
That's correct. The interest rate benefit is always expressed to say it's relevant to the customer's requirements, unfortunately. The pricing remains competitive. Interest rates, our pricing is related to the interest rates, and as a result, that's why we speak of the tenure in terms of the product offerings, to say your interest rates will be competitive and possibly substantially reduced if you take up our solar products on the home loans, as an example.
Yeah.
But the customers do have the leeway to actually take it up as a personal loan, which means that the interest rates might become a little bit increased, according still to the customer's affordability as well. So I think we have given the customer the opportunity to actually engage in terms of finding out their needs. And further to that, we've made it seamless for our customers. We've partnered with solar service providers who are primarily banked with Nedbank. We are not exclusive or preclusive. We are open to engaging with other businesses that offer this offering to partner with the bank, in the sense that when the customer is engaging with the bank, we do link them with that service provider who would go to their place of residence to assess the needs and come up with a quote, after which we then sit down with the client and also unpack some of the benefits that they can get in terms of the pricing, the financing, but the overall benefits and cost saving or electricity costs and or having increased disposable income may be medium to long term for the customer because of the initial upfront costs of setting up. But thereafter, I think customers would have peace of mind. You know that should any eventuality happen, you are sustained. We are not contributing to the carbon footprint, as you mentioned. Absolutely. We are a green bank. We are promoting sustainability. And
no pun intended. Yeah, green bank.
And ultimately, we do want to actually expand the offering all through the sectors, not just households. As we've spoken, we do also promote good in our communities as well. So in the agriculture space, we are also looking to see where this solar products and efficiencies can actually come in to support our clients, whether it's in irrigation, whether it's in agriculture, and also commercial businesses as well, to say how then do they supplement some of their operational costs using this type of power.
Maybe in the spirit of repetition there, for the benefit of the viewer, I think we ought to appreciate how extensive their integrated approach is. Rural homes, urban areas, communities, farmers, everything. How intentional is that, Zama, if you will indulge me on that?
I think we are quite intentional. As I've mentioned, we do promote the sustainability. I think we also want to see our customers living in ease and within their comfort in terms of their spend and affordability. We've also seen that the costs of electricity continue to rise. The cost of living for the ordinary customer and businesses also continues to rise. So we have decided to stand in the gap to say, how then do we support our customers? The integrated approach as well in exploring all our product offerings and partnering with solar providers is to ensure that this process is seamless for any customer that engages with us, and any customer that would be interested in finding out. We are partnering intentionally, as you mentioned, to understand what the benefits will be that the customer could derive, and also to understand the technicalities of how it really makes a difference in your life.
Yeah. This insurance cover, by the way, very comprehensive. I think we can deduce that from everything that you are saying. But we also do want to be awake to the fact that there's quite a lot of insurance companies. You could have literally partnered with all of them if you wanted to, or say most of them, but there's a particular one that you chose to partner with. And I suppose, you could elaborate on how this one safeguards clients' investments and the specific risks that it covers.
Okay, so we have gone comprehensive insurance cover. There are multiple or varying types of insurance covers that are available in the market, and we have partnered with Ezric. Ezric is offering this product, which is the comprehensive insurance. And the reason for that is because we do want to provide assurance to our customers as well. We do want to give them peace of mind that once they've installed this solar product, whatever they decide to take up, they have some level of comfort that should anything happen, the comprehensive insurance will come into play or will cover them for any eventuality. So what the comprehensive cover actually ensures is any natural disasters, theft, any damage that might have happened. And this is just to ensure that any eventuality, as I mentioned, that does happen, we are able to replace the gadget as soon as possible through the service providers we've partnered with, and ensure that we make that process for the customer seamless as well.
Right, Zama. One can't help but notice the strategic partnerships that you have with SMEs and corporate clients, so to speak. And it's funny, right now, this interview is coinciding with what is happening at the trade fair, that is the International Trade Fair, which also has a big focus on SMEs and, just growing the corporate industry in Eswatini based on innovation. And this particular product, solar financing, is exactly that. If you will, just speak to me about your stall there right now, which SMEs and corporate clients can, I suppose, go there and look at and obviously want to support. And in turn, they're supporting their businesses, I suppose. Talk to me about these offerings as we can see the visuals.
So, yes, you're quite correct in terms of the intentional strategic partnerships with our SME clients as well as corporate clients, and we encourage for more SME customers to partner with us, open accounts with us. The actual intention of partnering with them is to grow their businesses and also to help them operationally reduce their costs. We also understand that the partnerships with these types of companies assist us as a bank as well. As you know, we are not necessarily experts in the field of solar. We are experts in the field of finance and how to handle your finances. So for us, it was very important that we actually partner with these types of service providers and these types of clients to sustain their businesses and also leverage off of their skill sets in that regard. So the partnerships works to everyone's benefit. It's advantageous for everyone in the sense that, of course, the quality of the installation or the actual products that the customer will get, we would be comfortable that, the service providers or our clients actually know what they're doing, and they're quite conversant and experienced in this field. So that then is actually the assurance in terms of quality of the provision of the services, and it gives the customers a level of comfort to say the bank has partnered with people who have been in the business and know exactly what is required in terms of meeting their needs. So the partnership in terms of how it would work with our service providers or how it works with our service providers is the customer will inquire with us. We would link them up with a service provider of their preference. They would then obtain the quote and they would come back to the bank for us to actually calculate in terms of their affordability, their tenure, and all of that in terms of what they prefer from our credit product suite. Alternatively, the customer can obtain a quote independently of any of the service providers we've partnered with and approach the bank to request for assistance, financial assistance in the execution of the solar product. All
right, Zama, we are really, really thankful for this particular service. And I'm not just thanking you as Safiso or a journalist or a Swatini TV, but as the whole nation, really, because this is a product that I suppose the whole country urgently needs, and making it easier for anyone that is really interested in it. And I suppose that becomes very crucial, especially in this very busy world now. If you can, sit at home and know that I have Nedbank literally holding my hand and walking me through everything that I'm doing in getting my home or my business or whatever it is that I'm trying to get solar financed, exactly, done that to it, solar financed. Thank you, Zama. Thank you for staying with us on the program. We'll go for a net break. We'll return shortly.